It's been an exciting ride up to this date, and I can't wait to spend the rest.
Taylor Swift's romance with Travis Kelce continues to play out like a blockbuster rom-com, full of unexpected twists and playful moments that keep fans buzzing. One of the most talked about scenes happened when Taylor made a stealthy entrance at Arrowhead Stadium, slipping behind a large screen in true Mission Impossible style. Her mom Andrea right beside her as they headed straight to the suite to join Travis's circle amid the roar of 70,000 fans. The story took on a parody life of its own with a spoof titled My Big Fat Chief's Wedding, giving their engagement a cheeky Hollywood twist while online commentary went wild. Travis himself added a layer of authenticity, openly sharing how nervous he felt when he proposed, a rare vulnerable moment that made the love story feel even more real. Then came his fashion statement, a daring short suit that sparked debates across social media, with some calling it high fashion boldness and others joking it looked straight off a playground runway. Meanwhile, fans had fun with clever signs poking at rival quarterbacks Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson, cheekily comparing their stats to Taylor's jewelry collection. The fairy tale vibes reached new heights when Miley Cyrus chimed in, calling Taylor and Travis the cutest couple, cementing their story as one that feels larger than life.
Philadelphia Eagles, Jake Weinberg, big hole this time. 15-yard run, a missed field goal, and Kansas City for 50 yards up.
Now, Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce's love story continues to capture fans' attention like a real-life romantic comedy, and the latest chapter is packed with everything from stadium entrances to parody skits and heartfelt admissions. Just last week, Taylor skipped the Chiefs game against the Chargers because she was supposed to be in Brazil, but now she's back in Kansas City for the big Eagles vs. Chiefs matchup, and fans were buzzing about what she would wear almost as much as the game itself. Taylor's game day looks have become as highly anticipated as Travis's plays on the field, and since this was her first appearance at a Chiefs game after getting engaged, the excitement was even higher. Despite their hectic schedules, the couple somehow managed a surprisingly low-key off-season filled with simple joys like baking sourdough bread, hanging out with family, and Taylor casually putting together another record-breaking album, proving she can balance everyday activities with global stardom. The story took a hilarious turn when Fox NFL Sunday aired a parody called My Big Fat Chief's Wedding, a playful spoof of their engagement story that felt like a mashup of Saturday Night Live and an NFL highlight reel. Instead of a slow-motion romantic montage, viewers got a booming narrator hyping up the relationship between the world's biggest pop star and a football star, with Murray Bowman from Stranger Things stepping into the role of Travis. His character leaned into the comedy, cracking lines about how falling in love was easy but meeting the Kelce football family was the real challenge, leading to fake teammates firing off questions like, "Is she just here for your money?" And "Wait, isn't she from Philly?" which naturally set off mock groans since that meant ties to Eagles territory. The skit doubled down on the football rivalry, reminding everyone that while the Chiefs beat the Eagles in the Super Bowl, Philly came back strong in 2025 to crush Kansas City's hopes for a three-peat, a loss that still feels as painful as stepping on a Lego barefoot. The parody cast even included actors standing in for Taylor, Patrick Mahomes, and coach Andy Reid, who became the subject of instant barbecue jokes, while Taylor's character was portrayed as juggling music fame, future in-laws, and accusations of football treason for her Philadelphia roots. The whole production played out like a cross between Meet the Parents and a sports blooper reel, giving fans plenty to laugh about. But when the focus returned to real life, Travis himself revealed a side of the story that was more heartfelt than humorous. Despite his reputation as one of the NFL's toughest players, he admitted that proposing to Taylor left him completely rattled. He described the nerves that came over him when he reached for the ring, confessing that he felt more anxious in that moment than during any game, almost like he was about to fumble the biggest play of his life. Even the confident tight end admitted to sweaty palms and shaky hands, joking that his nerves could have matched a Gatorade spill on the sidelines. In the end, his honesty made the story even more endearing, showing that beneath the superstar image, he's just a man overwhelmed by love and the enormity of the moment. Fans couldn't get enough of the contrast, seeing a larger-than-life athlete turned into a rom-com lead, complete with tears, laughter, and a proposal that melted hearts everywhere.
We're definitely sweating.
Really?
I'm an emotional guy, so there were a few tears here and there, but it's been an exciting.
When Travis Kelce finally worked up the courage to pop the question to Taylor Swift, the moment was about more than just saying those 4 words. It was about the joy, nerves, and transformation that came with it. And ever since, Travis has been radiating happiness like a man who just discovered the secret to life itself, admitting that Taylor has completely rebooted his system, giving him not only love but also confidence, joy, and the kind of courage that lets him rock bold outfits without blinking, which is saying something considering how much attention he already gets on and off the field. And even now he still gets giddy introducing her as his fiancée, grinning like a teenager in a locker room who just got his first girlfriend, which fans find endearing because it shows how smitten he really is. And while the nerves nearly got the best of him, the proposal itself was set up like a movie scene with a beautiful garden, roses, and the announcement that came complete with a cheeky caption referencing a playful schoolyard dynamic, making it clear he not only wanted the world to know but loved sharing his happiness publicly. And on his podcast he admitted the outpouring of support has been overwhelming, comparing the feeling to winning a golden ticket, the kind of glee you can hear in his voice every time he brings up Taylor. But what makes their story even more captivating is how it all began, long before she was cheering from his suite, back when he made the legendary friendship bracelet gesture and gave her a lighthearted shout-out on his podcast, which Taylor later revealed she found amusing, proving that sometimes small, almost silly gestures can open the door to something life-changing. And from that moment, the narrative shifted from him shooting his shot to them becoming one of the most talked-about couples in the world, with fans treating their relationship like the ultimate touchdown. And speaking of touchdowns, Travis decided to score one in the fashion world by arriving at Arrowhead in a bold short suit that sparked endless debate, looking like a cross between a prep school head boy caught sneaking into mischief and a runway model auditioning in Paris, complete with tie, shades, and shorts that made his legs the main attraction. And the internet lit up with reactions, some saluting his confidence and style while others roasted the look, comparing him to everyone from classic school characters to rock stars and even children's book illustrations. But regardless of opinion, it was clear he succeeded in making people talk. And to add a sentimental touch, he had his jersey number 87 embroidered on the sleeve of his shirt, a thoughtful nod that mirrored Taylor's habit of weaving subtle references to him into her jewelry and outfits, proving they share a playful back and forth when it comes to showing love in little details. And while Travis was flexing his quads in designer shorts, Taylor's fans, known for their creativity, brought their own kind of entertainment to the stands by dressing up like Coach Andy Reid and holding signs that roasted star quarterbacks with a sharpness worthy of late-night comedy, one of which read that Taylor had more rings than Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, and Lamar Jackson combined, a joke that went viral immediately because it blended football rivalry with pop culture sass in a way only Swifties can. And while those quarterbacks are undeniably talented, the playful jab about rings highlighted how fans are now using Taylor's success to troll on game day, showing that the crossover between sports and music fandoms is not only alive but thriving. And even though the signs and the chatter dominated the stadium atmosphere, Taylor herself kept things low-key, avoiding flashy crowd moments and staying out of the spotlight, which only made the jokes and speculation burn hotter as people waited for her to flash her engagement ring to put the exclamation mark on everything. But even without her stepping onto the field or waving to cameras, she remained the focus of the conversation. And then, just when the story seemed like it couldn't get any bigger, Miley Cyrus entered the picture with her own stamp of approval, reportedly congratulating the couple and calling them the cutest pair, which carried weight since Miley knows a thing or two about high-profile relationships and has history with Taylor that stretches back over a decade, making her support feel like a full-circle moment, especially since the two were both major players in the Disney Channel to pop stardom pipeline, with Taylor even appearing in Hannah Montana, the movie's soundtrack years ago, and later performing with Miley at the Grammys in 2009, singing together like two country girls with guitars who had no idea they'd one day be global icons commanding stadiums. And fast forward to today, the roles are reversed in some ways, with Taylor cheering Miley on during her 2024 Grammys performance of Flowers and celebrating her wins, proving that their friendship has lasted through all the fame and chaos. And Miley's genuine praise for Taylor and Travis as a couple added another layer to their already fairy tale-like romance, making it clear that their relationship isn't just adored by fans but also respected within their circle of fellow artists. And whether it's the over-the-top proposal, the heartfelt admissions on Travis's podcast, the bold fashion choices that sparked endless memes, or the Swifties turning football games into comedy arenas with their signs. Everything about this story feels larger than life while still grounded in the simple truth that two people genuinely care for each other, which is why the coverage never stops and why fans are so invested. Because at its core it's a love story with humor, heart, and plenty of spectacle, the kind that makes people root for it like their favorite team. And as the season rolls on and more moments unfold, it's clear Taylor and Travis will keep delivering both romance and entertainment, a rare combination that feels fresh and genuine, and one that has already carved out its place as one of the most talked about celebrity relationships in recent memory.